My name is Alejandro Hernandez for CUTV News. We're here Saturday at Place du Canada at the culmination of the Syrian demonstration, where we've spoken to many people to ask your opinion on the current affairs of Syria as of this day.
My name is Afra Jalabi, and I'm a member of the Damascus Declaration, but I'm also part of the Collective for Syria here in Montreal that has been formed to stand in solidarity with the Syrians who have stood up in Syria to stand for their basic human rights. Unfortunately, Bashar al-Assad, the Syrian regime in its totality, has not shown any signs of response, whether to the demands of the people or to the external international community. And I'm not surprised, because his father came to power through a military coup and the country was handed down to him, although it calls itself a republic. The people never chose him. So he does not draw his legitimacy from the will of the Syrian people, but rather from the power of bullets. And the Syrian people have decided no more. We want to create a legitimate, free, non-violent, peaceful nation that thrives on peace and progress and the power of truth.
We are here to stand in solidarity with the people. This is part of a Global Syria Day. Around the world we have many cities, up to 22 cities in the world, standing today together in solidarity for freedom, for dignity, for humanity. Because what's happening in Syria is crimes against humanity. It's systematic killing and torture of people as a policy state.
Finally, do you think that democracy in Syria is going to see the light of day, and that President Assad is going to cave in to the demands of the people? Do you think a peaceful movement is going to give results?
I believe in the non-violent movement of Syria. Syria has shown commitment to non-violence. For 3 months they have been brutalized, they have been killed, and they have reiterated again and again that this is a non-violent movement, that we want to break the cycle of violence and killing that has been happening for decades in this country. I think that this regime has lost all legitimacy to rule, and I think that freedom and democracy will prevail.
The team has been in power since 42 years, and there is no multipartyism. And if you go and say an opinion that is against the government, you are being executed, or you've been thrown to prisons for many years. I know personally people that have been in prison, that some of them got out, either their parents, they were in prison for many years, and now they don't know their dad, their father is like, so their mom raised them, and then he sees his dad 30 years later. So he's 30 years old, and he sees that for the first time ever. Just why? Because the person was not with the government at the beginning, and that's absolutely ridiculous. So people are going in the street, are being killed, children are being killed, basically everyone being killed. I haven't been in Syria for 10 years. I'm from the city of Hama. In '82 there was a massacre, 40,000 people got killed. So I believe, and I'm optimistic, that he will eventually, Bashar al-Assad, he will be kicked out of the country, and we want to judge him, we want to send him to trial.
Except after the Arab Spring, two countries were able to oust two of the worst dictators in the region. Bashar is one of them. His father was even worse. So I do believe that the Syrian people can oust him the same way Egypt and Tunisia did. And I hope the best for these people. They don't deserve killings and genocides. Nobody deserves it.
Rahman, I am Kurdish. We are like 4 million in Syria. Syrian government, they try to deal with the Kurdish, to put them on their side, to be as strong in one side. But the Syrian Kurdish, they refuse the price what the government they want to give them. They want to free them. We are the old generation in the country. We are before Arab there. We are Kurdish like 6,000 years. We live the same place. We don't move from country to the country. Like Arab, they come from island of Arab to our part of Syria, but we are Syrian, and we are proud to be a Kurdish Syrian.
Everybody get your people, revolution starts in the mirror. Everybody get your people together.
We're upcoming artists. We wrote this song about the revolutions happening in Tunisia, Egypt, Syria, all the revolutions happening. We wrote it back in February. Basically, the message is to get you people together. Revolution basically starts in the mirror, right? Like people, the condition of the people won't change until they change what's in themselves, right? That's the essence of the song. There's a lot of other messages as well.
Yeah, that's the essence. And then my opening lines, I said, "Let my words be my rocks." So I feel like this is a way we're protesting a lot of the injustices that are going around the world, especially in the Arab world.
So as you can see behind me, the atmosphere here at Place Canada is simply eclectic. People of all ages have come here to reunite and lend their support to the Syrian cause against the oppressive regime that is currently going on there. Despite the Canadian Grand Prix, people have still managed to come here in great numbers. A positive sign, to be sure. For CTV News, I'm Alejandro Hernandez.